opens things up to a wider audience. Obviously, if it is something that you do want to look into, have a quick look at the Teesside Karting Facebook page. Give that a like. Any questions, get on there and ask Kat. She's lovely. She'll help you out, let you know what's happening, and if it's anything that's of interest to you, get yourself down for the meetings. It's one a month. She's got all the dates on there for you, so we'll sort those out later on, I'm sure, if it's something that you're interested in coming and joining us. And there's also plenty of space for people to come and spectate if they want to get a little bit closer to the action. There's great views around Teesside. It's a natural bowl for most of the track as the good views. As the two-strokes make their rolling start, where they miss out the chicane in the first lap, but they'll be seeing that next time round. And it looks like a good start by the
Scott Lauder, isn't it?
Yeah, Scott Lauder in the 8.
Yep, he's leading the way at the moment, off of pole position. Then it's McClure in second place. Cole is third place. Fourth place at the moment as they make their way down towards the back straight. I think that might be Tom Walker in fourth place. Then it's Connor, and then I think behind that will be Brian Craven. I don't know if Andy Ambrose is out there. I don't know if his problems have continued. Daniel Belby didn't actually start the last race, so I'm not too sure what's happened there.
He went back in on the back of the trailer, didn't he? So I think that might be terminal. I don't think we'll be seeing him for the rest of the day.
Right.
Similar with Andy Ambrose now, unless he can get his car sorted. But he's been plagued with some problems throughout the day, having missed part of the first heat, and I think he retired from the second heat as well. I think he's having a very tough day at the circuit.
Now Lauder is being allowed to break away here. Last time round, we had a battle that went all the way to the wire between Lauder and Cole, and McClure was involved in that for a period of time, but then dropped back. But it looks as if things are just changing a little bit here, because at the moment Cole is battling away with McClure, and Lauder is breaking away. So a completely different shift to what we saw in the earlier second heat. Following this, by the way, we have the senior pro kart, and then it will be junior two-stroke. That'll round out the heats entirely. Oh, and a spin for Andrew Connor, and hopefully he gets it back in gear, because he's in a KZ, and let's hope we can get it back going and get back racing again. But it looks as if we try to move. Let's have a look. David, you talk us through this one.
Yeah, well, he's come from a long way back there, and I don't think the guy in front was expecting him.
McClure.
McClure, I don't think he was expecting him to come from so far back there. And to be fair, with the speed that Andrew Connor's got in the KZ, he doesn't need to be diving in like that. Really, he could have waited and just drove. He could have drove around the outside rather than going down the inside with the extra speed that he's got. But I can't see him getting past the whole field and driving away in the same way that he has done previously. I don't know how much he was held up on the grass there. It looks like he's going again, and we'll look to close up on the back of that pack, and let's see if he makes a similar move. But I think he'll learn from that and not want to. I think he'll be a little bit more sensible by this time, because in the end he's got so much more speed being in the KZ, and I don't know if he needed to make that sort of move so early on in a heat, because not only could that have taken himself out, but it could have taken one of these two out. And this is a great battle now as Cole goes down the inside there of McClure, and this could be a change for second, but McClure holds on, and it does allow Connor to close right back up on the back of that, and he should be looking to make his move past these two very shortly.
Fantastic stuff this, isn't it, from McClure and Cole. Cole's been amongst every battle today.
Good runs out of corners, does Callis Cole. She proved that in the first heat by taking the class win with a move out of the final corner, where she gets some good drive.
Wasn't that on McClure as
it
well?
It was, yes.
So
He's now found himself with a contact warning. I don't know whether it was holding that place off, or whether it was for closing the door on Connor. But if it was, that does seem a little harsh if it was for closing the door. So
Yeah, that's and look there. Look, Andrew Connor. He doesn't need to go in the inside because he can just go around the outside. This might help Cole here because a move there from Connor is going to force McClure to go narrow into that left-hand hairpin. Cole gets a good run out, and going in towards the final 4 laps, this battle is going to rage on. Scott Lowther has been allowed to break away by over 7 seconds after all of this battling, so this is working very nicely for Lowther, who has pretty much sewn up this victory unless he has anything go terminally wrong. There goes Callis Cole once again. Are we just seeing a wide line being taken there from McClure?
Well,
it doesn't look like...
He's done it once and Cole's gone down the inside of him, and he keeps opening the door and giving the chance. I don't know whether that's just his natural line through there and whether he's confident enough that he's going to carry enough speed round to hold it, as he did the first time, because Cole looked like she got down the inside and had track position, but then because of that wide line, McClure just managed to have a little bit more speed, hold it, and managed to go round the outside and hold track position. But it'd be interesting now to see whether in this remaining 3 laps, whether Andrew Connor can close up on Scott Lowther with the extra power that Connor's got, and obviously being helped. But there looks to be
that looks to be Cole going down the inside. I heard a lot of cheering when that move was being attempted, and Cole was not quite able to pull it off. But as you said, it's going to be interesting to see whether Connor can get past, because he's around.
It's about 1.2 seconds a lap quicker, I think.
Yeah.
And,
so
with two to go, I think it might be.
Too
it
much.
could be within a second, but I think it could be too much this time round.
Yeah, I think so. But this battle is very fascinating indeed. McClure versus Cole coming through the chicane for the penultimate time. Cole usually tries a move up at this next corner, and she's not going to try it that time. McClure has learnt from the past, but he's a little bit slow on the exit, and Cole that time fully alongside, but she backs out of the move once again. McClure allowed to go back through. I think Cole needs to be a little bit more forceful with the move going through that hairpin there.
I think McClure was a bit more defensive that time on on the second part of the hairpin, which Cole then took a different tact, got the drive out the corner and got down the inside. I'd like to see her keep the foot in there and see whether McClure sticks it on the outside or lets her go, especially with this being the last lap.
Well, let's find out. We're about a corner away from finding out, as Cole is going to try for that move again. And here she goes. That time, very good defending by McClure. Just bogged her down on the exit. Nothing Callis Cole could do. And now she's going to have to try something very different. She's going to have to try and move up here, which she hasn't tried in this race. We've already had Scott Lowther come across the line to win the race. It's going to be a drag race to the line, though, between these two, McClure versus Cole, and Cole steals it at the line by 0.04 of a second. I don't think she'll know that she's finished third at the moment, but Callis Cole third by only 0.04 of a second. What a fantastic end to the race that was, and, well, fair play to McClure. Good sportsmanship between the two. Scott Lowther took a comfortable victory in the end from Andrew Connor, 6.2 seconds to the good. Callis Cole with a brilliantly timed move. That's the second time she's done that today to McClure, who is going to have to think of another tactic to try and hold off Callis Cole. Matthew McClure fourth, Tom Walker fifth, Brian Craven sixth. Hopefully we can have a potential another look at that one and see it again. But it was a very close drag race to the line, wasn't it, David? It was fantastic.
2 and 3 now. Cole's managed to get a good run out of that last corner on the last lap and get the place done. It's certainly a boost in confidence for any driver when they know, especially when they pull 2 overtakes on the same driver, that they know that they've got pace in certain parts of the track where they can take full advantage of that to get to get a drive. They don't have to line it up for a few laps if they know they've got the sort of pace to make a move. And I wasn't convinced she was going to have enough with her being on the outside, but she's carried a lot of speed round there as they come to the line, which is just now And that is probably about as close as you're ever going to get.
Yeah.
Of two carts round Teesside Autodrome.
And McClure went, you know what? Fair play. I think it was